Hola, bienvenidos amigos. Hello and welcome friends. Steve here, Street Smart Travel, coming at you from Cuenca today, the most popular expat city in all of South America. Not just Ecuador, the entire continent. I'm here for about a month, and this is the monthly budget update, or the bootstrap travel numbers. And on the back half of the video, I will show you some of what I've been doing since I've been here in Cuenca. But first, the numbers. So if you saw the September budget numbers, you'll know that I came in under $99 for the month. And that was one of the best months that I've had down here in 3 years. November 17th was the beginning of year 4 for me down here in Ecuador. So I thought $99, under $99 for September was really good, and it is. And then I crunched the October numbers, and then I crunched them again and went, that seems low even for me. Like, people aren't going to believe some of these numbers. In October, I was on the coast in a small town, Pueblo, really called Sinchal. I was on a transformational health retreat, doing a bunch of landscaping and painting and things like that. Really easy gig, really nice gig, very pleasant host, great company, fellow volunteers and guests, and everything was great. I got videos about that on the channel as well. But back to the numbers. I didn't really do a lot in October, which is why the numbers came in as low as they did. So my only monthly expense down here is my cell phone plan, $12 US for 12 gigs. 12 gigs for 12 bucks, insanely cheap. And the only other thing I did, I had a couple meals out and I went up the coast to take care of some business, went up to Manta and got stranded. Couldn't make it back the same night, which I anticipated was going to happen, so that meant spending the night in a hotel. I was ready for that. Street smart travel, right? Toothbrush, toothpaste, had a clean pair of underwear. The numbers for October 2025. Drum roll, please. A little over $69 US. For the sake of easy math, let's say it was $70 US, which equates to a little under 97 Canadian dollars on the month. And on the daily, that is $2.31 US, or a little over $3.20 Canadian. And by the way, there was a professional chef preparing meals for us, which was unheard of, right? I will go back to Moringa Sagrada, to that transformational health retreat center, just because there's a chef, right? All the other stuff is gravy. But having a chef is, man, it's a luxury I never thought I'd have, and especially here in the developing world. So that was my month. Now think about that for a minute. 70 bucks, not for a day, for the entire month. Wherever you're at, what could you do with 70 US dollars? Maybe a meal for two? I don't know. But down here, literally, a very pleasant and enjoyable month. Freshly prepared meals by a professional chef, good company, a trip up the coast, and a couple other trips too, day trips. So I'll include a picture slideshow, and I'll overdub some sound over top just to walk you through some of the stuff that I've been doing here at October. Basically landscaping, a bit of painting, general maintenance stuff, chopping wood, very simple stuff. I've got an excellent apartment, very convenient location, about a 10-minute walk to downtown. Cuenca is a very popular choice for expats. I went to the dentist today for a cleaning. I went to the chiropractor last week. I'm stocking up on things that I can't find in other parts of the country and enjoying the time in Cuenca with some great company, getting to talk to expats and get their views about why did they choose Cuenca, what are they here for, what are their plans for the future. So the rain's picking up. I'm gonna get out of here, hopefully get on the bike and not get rained out on the way back to October. So stay tuned for the slideshow. I will narrate through and show you some of the stuff that I've been doing. Thanks for stopping by. One of the cheapest months I've ever had, under 70 US dollars for the month of October. No joke. Got some big news coming up. We'll probably do a video about that later this week. Stay tuned. Postscript. So I'm back here in the apartment. As you can see, it got rained out, and not just rain, but hail. So I was at a place that I have determined is one of the better places to film. I don't get too much noise from the river and not too much noise from the road. And of all the places I could have been, that was a place where it was raining and hailing intensely. And then it stopped, so I put on my gear, got on the bike, and came back here. And within about a minute of leaving that place, I looked around like, the ground is totally bone dry. Like, there is no sign of any rain here. So I happened to pick the spot to film where it rained in Cuenca. And had I been literally 1 minute closer to my apartment, wouldn't have rained at all. Good times. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for sticking around. And the weather up here in the mountain, you got to dress for pretty much everything because it can change on a dime. We were playing frisbee in the park this morning. It was sunny and actually hot. I was in shorts and barefoot running around. And then a couple hours later, out there nearly getting soaked. Fortunately, I had my rain gear with me and managed to stay more or less dry. See the extents I go to film these videos sometimes? Unbelievable. Anyways, looking forward to the next one. Like I said, I got a big announcement coming up. And thank you very much if you stuck this far in the video. Happy trails. See you out on the road. Here's a work stool. I was doing some painting, so I decided I'd paint that one up as well. Here are some cacti that I very carefully cleaned up around. Bit of a different angle, bit of a different color to the photos. Same cacti. The back wall of one of the apartments, prepped it and then painted it, and good as new. Here we have some planters obscured from view, and ta-da, there they are. This is the stairs coming down to the river. They're a little bit cleared, and here they are, much safer and visible. This is the hillside before, and this is hillside during. Here's a bunch of plants, a little bit of a different angle on the follow-up shot. Same plants, much cleaner. Here's a pile of debris. Here is the patio, just outside the patio, cleaned up a little bit. Here's a close-up, and here it is from the opposite angle, and also cleaned up. And that's some of what I've been doing here at my time in Cuenca.